Just dick rotted.
You know guys, here in the Call of Duty community, we are obviously plagued by quite a few different things, like we have god-awful devs, we have a horrible publishing company that's greedy as all hell, obviously we have the game itself that isn't executed as well as people would have thought initially, and so many people have turned their back on this franchise, rightfully so, because there's just so many god-awful things happening. I mean, there's cheaters, horrible maps, horrible lackluster content, the drip-fed content continues into Season 2. Just a whole lot of things that point towards this game maybe not being as good as people think, right? We don't need to get into the specifics. If you want the specifics, go take a look at all my previous videos on this game. But no matter what kind of facts, no matter what kind of evidence or proof that you bring to the table that points towards this game maybe not being so good, there's always that one get-out-of-jail-free card that Activision and every single gooch slicker has under their sleeve, ready for anybody at all that criticizes this game. If I tell you Call of Duty has a cheating problem, these gooch slickers will come out here fucking slobbering at the mouth talking about, but it's the best-selling Call of Duty game.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my god!
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell you anything about Activision, the publishing company behind this game and franchise, and tell you something like, you know, they're kind of greedy, here's a fat list of lawsuits and things that they've been accused of. And again, the default response from these gooch lickers, oh, but it's the best-selling Call of Duty game of the year. Shut the fuck up, Tubby. Guys, in today's video, we will be debunking Activision and the gooch slickers' favorite quote of all time. It's the best-selling game of X, Y, and Z. But before I get into it, guys, I'm gonna need you to stamp your scrote all over the like button and show these moronic short bus riding gooch slickers what the fuck is up. And in the comments below, you already know what to put. Hashtag Fooly50, we're aiming for 50,000 subscribers. We're getting closer and closer every single day. Be a part of the cause, don't be a part of the short bus. And on that note, don't forget to spam the short bus emoji down in the comments below. If you want one, you're gonna need yourself a tier 1 Scadmaster Fooly memby. There should be a button that says join. Yeah, press that one. You'll get the short bus emoji, trust me. But check it out, guys. This tweet comes out here from Scatmaster Charles. Now, he's been on an incredible run here in 2025, just taking a fat shit all over Activision whenever he needs to, right? And even though this tweet kind of teeters along the edge of being goochlick, I think he's done enough Scatmaster work to warrant maybe one kind of type of tweet, you know what I'm saying? But he comes out here and says, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was the best-selling game of 2024 in the US. It was also the best-selling game of December 2024 in the US as well.
Bullshit always, man.
And as you can tell, very obviously, as soon as a gooch slicker sees this, they are latched onto this. The only way that a gooch slicker will take their tongue palate off of Bobby Cosby's gooch and all over his fucking taint is to look at a tweet like this and run with it towards anybody that is somewhat critical of Call of Duty and throw this in their face like it's the fucking Bible. Like, this is the definitive truth. No matter what you have to say, it is automatically negated by the fact that Black Ops 6 was the best-selling game in 2024 in the US. Good job, Activision. Wow. Wow, you guys really did just shit all over anybody that had anything critical to say about Call of Duty. Wow. I guess this is the end of all Call of Duty rants and all the critical content and opinions and feedback that we have for Activision and Call of Duty and Treyarch.
Oh, hooray, yay! Ice cream!
But anyways, when you're not in Goochlick City Central and you live in reality and you're not a stupid fucking virgin, there's obviously some gray areas that do need to be discussed about a post like this. Because this is exactly the type of shit that happens. This guy named T-Dog Smitty comes out here with, okay, wait a minute, is this game dead or is it the best-selling game? Can someone clear this up? Probably being somewhat sarcastic, I guess, but this guy comes out here and says, COD is the only game that will top the charts and its community still calls it dead. And then Scatmaster Bam Bam comes out here and says it's number 31 on Steam right now. To which Goochlick Vortex says COD is mostly played on Battle.net and console, by the way. Scatmaster Bam Bam comes back with COD is mostly played on PC. It has the highest numbers. No data points to it being heavily Battle.net favored. which is actually facts. If you don't know what he's referring to, if I'm not mistaken, it was Bobby Cosby himself, the CEO of Activision, alright? To the gooch lickers out there, this is your #1 daddy, okay? So you obey this man. This is the guy that actually came out here and said that PC player counts are actually higher than console, that is both PlayStation and Xbox, and that the highest player counts come out of PC. His words, not ours, so if you want to come at us, first you gotta stop gooch licking him and ask him the fucking question. Is this true or is it not true? But this is where shit takes a turn, and I'm so glad that there's more people out here that are just discussing the fucking truth and not just taking this as the absolute fact of what Call of Duty is and assuming that because it's the best-selling game that it's a great game. This guy named J007TV says, before y'all start taking victory laps, let's look at some facts. Number 1, Black Ops 6 sales are not a reflection of the current state of Warzone, they just aren't. Number 2, sentiment towards Black Ops 6 has not been bad comparatively speaking to Warzone. A lot of the large creators on this app are pointing out issues with Warzone and not Black Ops, with exception of a few former pro players. Number 3, Warzone is currently playable for some and not playable for others. There are obvious issues within this mode that the developers took the time to address last week. Some issues for both modes, see the community update. This was largely credited to community feedback. Number 4, Steam numbers have shown a significant decline recently. Yes, that's a small portion of the overall player base, but it is possible to extrapolate an overall trend. These numbers do not differentiate between multiplayer and Warzone, just as the COD HQ doesn't separate the two either. Number 5, I should also mention that last month this game went on sale for only $20 as per several reports here on this app. But we're not done here, guys. There is more to discuss. This guy also responds to this guy named KLG sub 1KD. He says, some other points. During this period, Black Ops 6 was on sale at various retailers for $20. That is in the same ballpark as last year's Madden title used at GameStop. Game sales took a huge boost for sure, and Costco near me didn't even sell out. For $20, this is absolutely a toss it in the cart sale. However, playtime, especially on Warzone, is arguably down bad. See the community update, which wouldn't happen if things were good. Things in Warzone are not good because Activision just canceled an entire season of Warzone content so they can fix things.
God damn!
Now I know, there was quite a lot that we just talked about, so let me just debrief very quickly for you guys, especially for the gooch lickers out there. I know, you guys are a little slow, okay? Don't worry, here on the channel, you know what we say, never wrong, just early. I understand that eventually some people are just going to catch up. A lot of the gooch lickers out there, you're on the short bus for majority of your lives. I understand that it might take you guys some extra time, so let me debrief this for you. When your game is on a significant sale multiple times throughout the year, let's talk about this. There's Black Friday, there's Cyber Monday, there's Christmas and New Year's. And within these times, we have sales as low as $20 sales at extremely popular retailers. Let's also not forget about the free weekends or all the times that we've had an entire week of the game being absolutely free to play for people to try out and actually get their hands on it. Obviously, that's going to contribute to overall sales. That's going to boost it. That's literally the point of why it exists. Also, let's not forget that things can sell incredibly high and still be the quality of absolute ass, or else just an overall complete scam. For example, we saw that one bitch, the Haktua girl. She released her own little Dogecoin-esque thing. I don't really keep up with that nonsense, so if somebody can explain this better in the comments, you could probably help me out, but a lot of people invested into it. Unfortunately, the whole thing was a fucking scam. It didn't work. It's a whole pile of bullshit, but hey, it still generated a shit ton of money, did it not? Does that make it successful? Fuck no. It's the same sort of concept here. One of the guys that were discussing this in the posts earlier did say something about how there was an entire community update over the state of Black Ops 6 in Warzone, and they were apologizing for the state of the game and explaining why some things weren't working. And to just be cutthroat about this, the reason the game was in such a dog shit state was something that they had to explain in an entire community update, not just for Black Ops 6, but for Warzone as well.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
And why did they have a community update? Because people were complaining. And obviously, if you're a gooch licker and you're somebody that's running with this sort of information that it was the best-selling COD game, therefore no opinions matter, just understand this. It took our feedback and a lot of our videos and a lot of our posts on Twitter and a lot of people talking and discussing, ranting and talking shit for them to actually address something and try to fix something, or at least promise a change going into the future. Now, could a vocal minority produce something like that? I don't know. That's something for you to fucking answer. But clearly, it was significant enough for them to at least address it and confirm that there would be changes to some of the things that we were talking about. One of the guys was talking about this whole trend thing and how even though this is a Steam decline, it's still an overall decline that points towards other platforms having a decline as well. That's just basic statistics. If you don't understand that or understand how it works, please, a college course. Take a fucking stats class. Don't get mad at me because you don't understand basic statistics, man. Also, let's not forget some of the other games that are compiled in this top 10 list. A lot of those games have either been existent there for years, or they're a fucking sports game, or it's a Nintendo game that's gonna be there by default. So is this really the impressive feat that Activision and a lot of gooch lickers think it is? Absolutely fucking not. No. And if they run with this, we have quite a bit of ammunition to hit them back with as to why you don't just run with the statement that it's the best-selling COD game. Therefore, your opinions and your feedback mean fuck all. Some of the changes and positive changes specifically that a lot of people are a fan of and are hyping and gassing Activision and Treyarch up over are because of people like myself and a lot of others out there that were talking shit, giving feedback whether it was constructive or not. The message is clear as day that this game needs to be adjusted, fixed, and improved. And Activision and Treyarch, at least by their own words, are working towards that. Now, could you imagine if we just sat here like a bunch of fat, stupid, useless morons, a bunch of fucking slugs, and we're just like, oh, well, it's gonna be the best-selling COD game of the year, so I'm just not gonna say anything because it doesn't matter. Do you know where this game would be at right now if we just followed that gooch lick mentality? Here's a spoiler for you. The game would be even fucking worse. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts on the famous quote, "But it's the best-selling COD game of the year"? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
This ain't in my body.